Aloha, students. So, after you read about Kevin and his new city job, please do that. It goes on in this lesson to explain how to calculate simple interest. Now, if you're somebody for whom this resonates, it makes sense, cool. Go ahead and do it. Follow the examples. For everyone else, actually for most of you, in fact, talk to me if you want a different thing. For the rest of you, I want you to show how you can do this on the double number line. Um, Again, remember, I'm just doing the double number line so that you know what's going on, so that you don't have to remember anything. You just set this up and think and fill in the blanks. I want you to do that here. So I want you to do example one, but you can use this to check your answer, but I don't want you to do the formula. I want you to see how it works on a double number line. All right. And so I'll do a couple of these with you, um, and just follow your worksheet. Okay, students. So let's look at problem number one. Problem number one, example number one. We have $3,000 growing at 15% interest for 3 years. It's a loan. We're going to have to pay it off. That's important to remember. So let's start to graph this on our double number line. Obviously, we have our 0%, $0. Let me switch my pen color. 0% would be $0. Now, I'm going to put 100 not so far over here because I'm going to need room. So I'm going to put my 100% right here. So my original amount is that 100% amount. That $3,000 is my 100%. Okay. Then it says I'm growing by 15% every year, meaning that's how much I owe grows. If I borrow 3,000, um, I'm borrowing 3,000. I'm borrowing 100%. I got to pay that all back. Plus, I got to pay back 15% year one. Year two, I got to pay back another 15%. And then year three, another 15%. You could say 15% times three. All right, easy. So now all I have to do is find 15%. There's all kinds of ways to do that. I can put, 50 would be here, 20. So 15 would probably be like right about here, 15%. So one way I can do is I can reason, hey, what does it take to get 15% to 100? Well, if I don't know, I can go to the calculator and I can divide 100 by 15. And let's see. So I find out that that is 6 and 2/3, or 6.666666, whatever. So that means 15 times 6 and 2/3 will get me to 100, which means whatever's here, multiplying it by 6 and 2/3, that's the dollar value. So I'm going to go backwards and I'm going to divide 3,000 by 6 and 2/3. That way I know what number I got to multiply 6 and 2/3 by. So I know I got to multiply by 6 and 2/3, right, to get to 3,000. So to figure out what that is, I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to divide 3,000 by 6 and 2/3. So give me a second for that. Okay, so the answer is 450. 450 times 6 and 2/3 is 3,000. And remember, I got that by dividing 3,000 by 6 and 2/3. So if I divide 3,000 by 6 and 2/3, I get 450. All right, that's not the only way. Go ahead and draw that for now. On the next example, I'll show you another way. So make sure you draw this. Maybe you want to make sure some kind of note, like to get this, I did 3,000 divided by 6 and 2/3. All right, you might want to put that in your example. So now this is the final thing. Look, I start with the 100%. Year one is 15%, another 15% year two, another 15% year three. So I know that 15% is 450. So I'm going up by 450 each of these years. Why? Because I just found out 15% is 450. So they're moving together. So to find this answer, I'm just going to do 3,000 with 4 plus 450 plus 450 plus 450, or 3,000 plus 3 times 450. You don't need to draw that. I just want to give you a preview of what that would look like mathematically. And so my answer is going to be, put it in the calculator, 4,200. So 4,350, if I did my math right.